Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to my career and life planner presentation. In this presentation, I will share with you about different topics such as my career pathway, future goal, university, self-care, finance planning, and finally citation. Before getting more specific about what job I'm choosing, which university I hope to attend, I did some tests like High 5 and 16 personalities to make sure I can understand what type of characteristic I have, as well as what are my strengths and my weakness. In the High 5 test, I was described as the empathizer, strategist, timekeeper, thinker, and deliverer. For the 16 personality test, my result was the ENFJT, which is similar with a protagonist. Another test that I also tried is a career explorer, and it gave me some jobs that I could be suitable with, and you can see here, most of them are related to healthcare. So, what is my chosen career? I want to be an ER nurse, and after a few years, I think I will switch myself into the ER travel nurse in the future. ER nurse is short for emergency nurse. An emergency room nurse is a registered nurse who specializes in caring for patients in the emergency room setting, according to Indeed article. You may know that the ER nurse have a role in providing care in emergency situations. They have responsibilities on work such as doing immediate care like CPR, recording information and health status of the patient, as well as helping the healthcare professional and doctor in the emergency room. The working environment of a doctor and a nurse is never easy and relaxing. The working environment is fast-paced, often unpredictable. They deal with life or death situation every day, which require sharp decision-making, quick reflex, and remain calm under the pressure. With that difficult working environment, why do I still decide to choose this job? Firstly, it's because of my personal character traits. According to the test above, I am emphasized, good at caring, listening, and communicating with people. Because of this strength, I feel like if I am a nurse, I can easily to build a relationship with patients, offering them the support they need, as well as bringing the effective care. Secondly, I also found that I'm doing well in some academic subjects like biology, chemistry, and math, and these subjects are the essential and foundation element in studying to become a nurse. Another reason is that since I was young, I always hold admire for doctor and healthcare professional. I feel like these people really talented and they contribute a lot to society. So I promise with myself that one day when I grow up, I also want to have a job that have a good impact like them. When I get older, I discovered that working under medical environment is something very challenging, but it's look like a good opportunity for us to learn new skills and challenge ourselves. So that's the reason why I think if I could be a nurse and working in the medical environment, that must be some valuable experience. Lastly, I'm holding a design to experience and travel. If we are a nurse in one country, it may be limited for us to explore the world. So I think that after I graduate in United States, I will work in the country for a few years, and after that, I will try to contact with the agency or the companies to switch myself into the ER travel nurse. By doing that, I can explore and experience different places during my career pathway. The next slide is about how the ER travel nurse connect to myself. Firstly, for my skills, some of the significant skills that I have include communication, time management, open-minded, and high concentration. With all these skills above, I believe that the job which require high level of discipline and hardworking like a nurse could suitable with me. Moreover, my ability to communicate allows me to connect as well as building the trust between the patient and the colleague. From that, it helped me to enhance my effectiveness in being a nurse. For my values, kindness, human dignity, and helpfulness. Besides from my character traits, these are some of my values and aspects about life. Having a job that related to helping people like a nurse or a doctor is really similar to what I believe we should have in life. How do this job connect with my personal goal? My first goal is finding a job that brings me good salary. According to a lot of articles, the average income of nursing in the United States is $100,000 annually, and as a single person like me, this amount of money is very good because it allows me to cover most of my daily needs, but also giving myself entertainment and leisure. The next goal that I have is having opportunities to travel and experience life. My biggest goal of life is traveling to different places and experience things that I have never tried before. But to achieve it, money and time is a big problem. So that's the reason why I'm choosing to be the travel nurse. this travel nurse job even though don't allow me to have a lot of free time, but at least I will have the opportunities to work in many countries and places. From that, I believe EO nurse or EO travel nurse is the good option for me. Moving to my university plan, to become a nurse, there are two qualifications that we could choose. The first one is BSN, which stands for Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and the second one is ADN, Associate Degree in Nursing. And for my choice, I plan to learn BSN degree for the first 4 years, and then I will take the Master of Nursing degree for the last 2 years. Here are some of my universities options. The first university is OHSU, which stands for Oregon Health Science University. This is one of my desired universities until now. This school located in Portland, Oregon, a beautiful state in the United States. OHSU is known at providing the best nursing program in the state, and it also has a very good campus facilities. The reason why I think OSSU is the realistic university option for myself is because the application requirement. To learn a nursing program in here, it's required a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.0. This means your average grade across all your courses must be at least a B. The acceptance rate is quite competitive, which is only 20% students got accepted. Based on this information, I think that OHSU is a university that I can have a chance to get in if I'm working hard and try my best. The second school in the list is UCLA School of Nursing. I would say that this school is a huge challenge to me to get in. The GPA requirement is very high, as well as the acceptance rate is only 1 to 2%. Knowing my academic levels and my own abilities, I feel like this university could play the role as the goal for me to work harder and push my limits. However, I will remain realistic and I don't hold an overwhelming expectation of being accepted by the school. The last universities on my list is Georgia State University School of Nursing. The minimum GPA needed to apply is 3.0 and the acceptance rate is 25%. So I put it in the safe choice for my university list. Moving to universities is a big turning point in our life, which means we will have to face many change and challenge. Below here are some different things that we would have gone through in university life and some of my preparation that I think could help me to overcome it. Living independent and far away. First time when you come to a new country, you could feel homesick, alone, and anxious about life and the future. To avoid that kind of anxiety, we could think about some preparation when we're still in high school. For example, when you're still a student, you can practicing living independent by doing your house chores, cooking by yourself, and self-sufficiency. How about competitive and high-pressure living environment? When you come to a new country, definitely you will meet a lot of people, and some of them are very talented and good at a lot of things. Covering all by good people could bring you the feelings of pressure and competitive, as well as insecure about yourself. From that, individual can go through stress time and lost their motivation. And the preparation for this one is you can try to build the effective time management, setting your personal goals and plan as well as try to stick to it. Prioritize your mental and physical health. If you feel like you don't have enough health for doing one thing or feeling bad, then give yourself a relax. And lastly is asking for network support. Your families, your friends, and your teachers. Cultural difference. For me, cultural difference could bring you both positive and negative things. For example, if you are a person who loves to learn new things and experience new culture, then living in different countries is not anything difficult to you. In contrast, if you are a person who very bad at adapt with new things and don't really understanding on what people life truly look like, then you can feel isolated in the country and maybe get discriminated from people. To avoid the situation happen, I believe that developing for yourself a cultural awareness is the most important thing. You can also participate in community activities and boosting yourself to keep learning and practice the open-minded. By doing these things, you will feel like you have better understanding in everything and you can easy to get adapt with the environment around you. High living costs and tuition. Study abroad is not a cheap thing to do. Therefore, every family should prepare a lot of money as well as consider about the cost of everything. Outside from the university tuition, you should think about your living costs. For example, if you live in United States, especially in big cities like New York, the living cost would be very expensive and sometimes it could be over with your budget. What you can do: learning to manage your own budget, practice saving money, and seeking for financial aid. Moreover, before starting to apply for the university, you should do the research about the living costs in your place, the tuition of the school, as well as is there any discount or scholarship available for international students. The last one is different schedule and self-directed learning. In universities, the way that you learn and the way the teacher teach you is very different from high school, which require your own discipline and attention. To make sure that you can catch up with the lessons and be responsible enough, here are some ways I think you could try. Stay organized and build a smart daily routine. Moreover, you can also motivate yourself and encourage the personal discipline. Don't forget to remind yourself every day the reason you are here, what is your purpose of life, and why are you studying in the universities. Now, let's get into the future job market of being a nurse in the United States as well as the travel nurse. For the nurse in United States, the future job market looks very promising, with a strong demand for nurses across various specialties. According to the baby boomer generation and the development of chronic disease, the United States has faced a shortage of skilled nurses. This shortage is expected to create numerous job opportunities for nurses in various healthcare settings, including hospital, clinic, home healthcare, and community center. However, the competition for this position is also very high, as many people want to come to USA to be applied for this position, according to information from David and Elkin College. For my second choice, which is being a travel ER nurse, there is one sources from trusted health websites say that, similar to the US, many countries such as Canada and those in Europe are also facing a shortage of medical professionals. However, the future job market and income potential for travel nurses may fluctuate, and there could be uncertain in terms of demand and compensation. After graduating and working as a nurse for a few years in the US, if I really want to travel and experience things, I believe that switching to be an ER travel nurse could be the great option for my career goals. Imagine if I feel like I'm no longer interested in being an ER travel nurse, what are some career options that I can think about? The first one is public health nurse. Based on the definition of Nurse Journal, public health nurse is a person who takes care of a community rather than the individual. They are responsible for ensuring access to healthcare and improving communities' overall health. If you feel like you don't want to have a job that pressure like emergency room nurse, then with the BSN degree, you can apply it for different medical jobs. The second option is being a nurse educator. If you're a person who really have a big passion for nursing and want to share that valuable information for the next generation, then you can apply to be the nurse educator. As I know, you will have to take extra courses before working officially. The last option is being the physical therapist, aka PT. PT is a healthcare professional that focuses on improving the patient's ability to move their body, as well as promote recovery from illness, injury, disability, or aging. When you graduate from the nursing program, you will have the basic understanding about human health, how to deal with the injuries and wounds. And if you feel like you're interested in helping old people or people who love to do fitness stuff, then I think physical therapist could be the good choice. The next thing that I want to share with you is the information about being the ER nurse and the living cost in Oregon as a freshman. The pay range of the ER travel nurse per week is estimated around $2,107. And for the working hour, it's a little bit long, which is from 8 to 12 hour shift per day. Some benefits that we could get as being the ER nurse is discount on goods and service, diverse workplace and patient, health and life insurance, good salary, and personal skill development, according to information from AMN Healthcare websites. For the living cost, The food and grocery estimate around $400 every month. For renting, I found one apartment with one bedroom and one toilet in Zillow that costs around $1,200 for monthly rent. Transportation, which is car, the gasoline money we have to pay is $100 every month. Personal expense include clothes, entertainment, and leisure will be $700. Healthcare insurance could be around $300 to $500 every month. So add all of them up, we will have the living cost around $3,000 every month. With this high tuition and living costs, we need to make sure that we have a good financial planning. Discussing with your parents about the money they have prepared for you. The next one is apply for scholarship and financial aid. To save money from universities, you can try to challenge yourself in their scholarship program and asking the school admission if they have any financial aid program for international students. If you can get the support or the financial aid from the school, the tuition of the universities will be decreased a lot. From that, you can feel more comfortable in your finance. The last two ways are the most effective methods in my opinion, which is managing the spending. You can open the bank account and then try to practice how to use it. Do a little bit research about what is the function and the benefits of open the bank account, as well as what are some banks that is reliable and you can send the money in. By doing that, when you come to universities, you will not feel strange or unfamiliar with how bank account working, as well as helping yourself to stay away from scamming situation. That is all the information I would like to share with you. I hope that after the presentation, you can understand about my career pathway, my university life, and some preparation I make for myself. Thank you for listening.